After a year of creating more than 80 Brightline construction videos, I figured it was about time I got a Brightline train in action again. On May 16th, BrightPink was out for a day of positive train control testing. The testing was being done on Brightline's Phase 1 corridor between West Palm Beach and Miami, with my catches taking place in Pompano Beach, Oakland Park, and at the location of the future Boca Raton station. While the trains pass by, here's some information on the testing they are completing. Positive train control is a technology that the Federal Railroad Administration requires to be in use for passenger rail service. Simply put, it is designed to prevent train-to-train collisions, overspeed derailments, violations of established work zones, and movements of trains through switches left in the wrong position. When Brightline first began service in South Florida, they used a system called EATC, which was an enhanced version of the existing ATC system that the Florida East Coast Railway had been using for decades, with additional features added to meet the PTC requirements. Since it was built upon the FEC's existing technology, there were some limitations compared to a purpose-built PTC system. When Brightline suspended service for COVID-19, the decision was made to change systems to help ensure operational flexibility going forward. Brightline is currently in the process of installing and testing an IETMS PTC system from Wabtec, which is now the standard for the rail industry. As part of the installation, test trains are required to run to set standards. The train here today is doing brake testing across crossings. This is helping to determine the timing required to activate the crossings while the train is traveling at different speeds. It is also to help verify the subdiv file, which is a map downloaded to the train with route information. It verifies all the switches, signals, grades, and crossings. If there's a malfunction with one of these factors, such as a malfunctioning grade crossing, it can bring the train to a stop before the issue, so the train crew can deal with the issue. Trains are required to be at a loaded operating weight when this happens. Traditionally, this is done by adding sandbags to the train to simulate passengers, but in this circumstance, a car was taken out of the BrightRed train set and added to this pink set to add the additional weight. This is also a preview of what the train will look like when service to Orlando begins, as all the trains will be lengthened to 5 cars. The completion of this PTC installation and testing is one of the factors that needs to be completed before service can resume between West Palm Beach and Miami. Here's the train passing by the location of the future Boca Raton station. I often get asked why I have not had any updates on the progress of the future Boca Raton station, and the answer is simple. As you can see here, nothing has been done yet. The station will be located next to Boca Raton's downtown library. The station will go in the area shaded with yellow, and a parking garage shared by both the library and Brightline will be built in the red area. The blue area is where a temporary parking lot will be built for the library during the construction. The station is being built where a former community garden was located. Brightline is paying to move the community garden to a new location. So far, about half the garden has been fenced off in preparation for the start of construction activities. The rest will be removed once the future garden location is ready. Where part of the library's current parking lot is located, a 455-car parking garage will be constructed. 64 spaces will provide free parking for patrons of the library with its own dedicated entrance, while the rest will be for Brightline. Part of the existing parking lot will remain as well for the library. In the top right corner is where the library's temporary parking lot with 72 spaces for patrons and staff will be located while the garage is being constructed. In the rail quarter, it looks like Brightline will be building 2 platforms. In this site plan submitted to the city of Boca Raton as part of the lease agreement for the property, it shows an island platform between the 2 main lines along with another platform directly next to the building on the west side of the tracks. Specific details on the platforms and adjustments to the tracks are not yet available. Construction should begin here later this year, with the station opening sometime in 2022. Here's a look from the same angle as one of the artist renderings that has been released. This area here is roughly where the platforms will be. The tracks will have to be adjusted in some way to make room for the island platform. Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Also check out my social media pages.